Hi everyone, happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday. I'm doing the happy Monday dance. And welcome to Live at 5 on How to Thrive. I love that you are all enjoying my Monday evenings, How to Thrive. So it's great when I actually am getting some input back from you guys, some feedback, even some topics to talk about. So thank you so much for enjoying Live at 5 on Monday nights. So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We are already in August. Can you believe it? I'm so happy July is gone. I don't know about all of you, but I'm so happy July is over. Yes, July was a beast for me. And from what I hear, it's been a beast for many. And of course, we had a lot of energy going on in July. We've had a lot of energy going on these past months for the first part of the year, right? So there's been a lot happening. But August, we've started August. It's a brand new month. It's a brand new cycle. We just had a beautiful new moon that happened. And so those always represent new cycles, new beginnings, all of that beautiful stuff. So I'm actually really excited for August. I hope you are as well and are ready to just really get in gear. And it's, my gosh, the second half of 2019. And so it's like, wow, here we go. Let's do this. So I believe a lot of us are really excited for August. July was pretty intense. And obviously, we have a lot going on in the world, and waking up to seeing, and I don't watch the news. I stay away from the news as much as possible. I really don't watch TV. I do watch Netflix and that kind of stuff, but I'm not like a TV watcher or someone that has to watch the news. I just don't like to. And the other day, I wasn't even aware of everything that was going on in the world until I read something online, and I was like, oh my gosh, all these shootings. So it's heartbreaking to see what's going on in our world. And it's also showing how it's really time to let old ways die. And what I mean by that is that we are not dealing with a lot of the stuff that we should be dealing with, past hurts, past patterns, all of this stuff. And I know that I have talked about this quite a few times on Live at 5. On it's time to heal. Like, people, it's time to heal. There's no more time to mess around. It's like, get yourselves right. If there's something in your past that you still have to heal from, if it's a relationship you need to get yourself out of and heal from, do it. If it's a job, if it's a toxic job, or if you're around toxic people, or whatever situations or circumstances are going on in your life, it's really time now to take a stand for yourself and get yourself right. Because this is the only way that our world will start to change and evolve, is because we have to start with ourselves. There has to be love within ourselves. We have to love ourselves enough to heal so that we can be love to every other person that we interact with. And I know people are angry and frustrated and like, how can this happen? And how can we do something more than just me? Like, you feel like you can't do anything, but it all starts with ourselves. It all starts with us taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves and healing ourselves enough so that we are able to love our neighbor. We're able to love the person that bugs us the most. We're able to learn how to forgive. We're able to look past our own perspective and see someone else's perspective. We're able to realize that we are all from different cultures, all from different backgrounds, all from different upbringings. And when we actually look from that perspective, it changes things, because how can we actually think all of us are thinking the same? There's no way. We all grew up so differently. We all have different experiences in life, which reflects in our perspective. And so for us to take action on ourselves, for us to love ourselves in a deep, deep way, to take care of ourselves, self-love, self-care, heal from the inside out. And that's why I'm so big about fitness from the inside out, because it all starts within. It starts within your heart. It starts within your soul. It starts within your mindset. And when all of that is healthy, then your whole body, the physical body, it will now outwardly reflect that. And so it's all the inner work now that's being shown in our world of when we're not doing the inner work, when we're not taking care of ourselves, when we're not healing our issues of the past. And so it's really time to now let old ways die. Like, how can we start positive change? And positive change has to start within each one of us. It has to start with us individually so that we can spread that to every single person that we touch, every single person who's wronged us, every person that we've wronged. So it all starts with us. How can we be more kind? How can we be more compassionate? How can we be more compassionate to others? Because we haven't walked in their shoes. And I always tell my clients, we may know someone's name, but we never know their story. We don't know their background. We don't know what they've come through and what their journey and their path is. And so I believe from us, a lot of times not knowing that, we are so fear-based, so our actions and our speaking and what we do is all out of fear. And like I've talked about this before, there's two root emotions where everything comes from, like our actions and reactions. It's from love or from fear. And so everything comes from those two emotions. Those are our two roots, and then everything sprouts up from those two. And so I'd like for you to reflect, like, are you acting and reacting out of fear, or are you acting and reacting out of love? Can you take a step back and see and really be honest with yourself as to which one you are choosing to come from? And I think so many of us choose fear because it's disguised as practicality. It's disguised as familiar. It's disguised as what society says it should be. It's disguised as what we are, that's all that we know. It's disguised as socially right, what our parents taught us, what our grandparents taught us, what teachers taught us, all this stuff. So I believe we act out of fear at times, not even realizing that we're acting out of fear. Also, I believe we act out of fear because what we truly want seems so far out of reach, right? And so fear's the easier emotion to go from instead of actually pulling back and being from love and seeing that there can be positive change with love. There can be positive changes with loving people and loving ourselves first and foremost. So obviously positive change always starts within ourselves. And so this was a big discussion yesterday because there was a few of us that were at a meditation and we just talked about what's going on in our world and what's going on, universally with everyone, and how we really are one. We try to disconnect, or this group is this group is this group is that, when really at the heart of it, we are all living human beings. We are all souls. We are all people that long for love. We are all people that want to live in love and be loved and be heard and be understood. And when people aren't heard, aren't understood, and aren't loved, then that's when the fear and the deepest parts of fear show out. It comes out in people. And so this was a great discussion yesterday. And so I was like, this is going to be the Live at 5 for sure, is how can we let our old ways die, our old ways of being, and take a step back and really look at ourselves as, how am I reacting to everything? How am I acting? Should I react versus resolution? And am I speaking out of love, or am I speaking out of fear? Which one am I doing? Are my actions out of love, or are my actions out of fear? And so with 2020 already on the cusp for us, all I can say is that there's no more time to waste. Like, live your life and be free, be with love, live with love, take risks. And if it doesn't work out, you did it, you tried it, you learned, you grew, you experienced. And so come from love. Start with your own self with positive change for our world, because that's the only way that we can affect every other person that we reach, every other person that we talk to. And even as us not being healed, when we aren't healed in our own being, and then we go into a relationship, or we go into a job, or we go into something, then what we're doing is kind of just infecting all these other people around us because we're not completely healed. And so then this gunk starts to come off on all these other people as well. And it's only because we didn't have enough self-love to take care of ourselves and heal ourselves and just be love with people. And so that's all this was about, is like, how can we affect our world? How can we get rid of all the old ways, our old patterns, our old ways of thinking? It's time now to really be conscious of when we're coming from fear and when we're coming from love. And so I would just put that out to you for this week, is just to be with that. Just watch yourself this week. Like, am I speaking out of love, or am I speaking out of fear? Is this decision being made out of love, or is this decision being made out of fear? And what can I do about this? If you're noticing a pattern, and if it's more fear-based decisions and actions, it's time to just take a step back and like not make it right or wrong. Just look at it and be like, okay, this is something I actually need to discover, something I need to dive deeper into and take a look at. Why do I still have this fear? What's the fear is the root emotion, but what's coming up of it, from it? And so that's my Live at 5. It's a little short one today because I think it is pretty, well, I wouldn't say it's simple, because if it was, our world would be in a different place, because it's time now for us to really heal, peeps. So heal any broken parts of yourself. Life is too short. We're really having to deal with ourselves and deal with all the gunk that we've been holding on to. Let go of the past. Let go of past relationships. Let go of relationships you may not even should be in right now. Let go of anger and resentment and unforgiveness towards friends or family or people that have hurt you. Like, it's time to really release and let go of everything that's been holding you back, so that you're able to go through the rest of this year and starting in 2020 like clean. It's like, no more. Don't carry this baggage anymore. You've been carrying it for years. Let it go. Be kind to yourself. Forgive others. Love yourself. Love others. Love others. And if you can't love yourself, how do you expect to love others as yourself, right? So it's a lot. It's a lot of healing. It's a lot of releasing, letting go, and bringing in the love for yourself first and foremost, and then allowing that to just come out and be the light and be the love. And so with everything that's going on, I would just, put that out there to you and invite you to be with it. Invite you to, and I even posted about that this morning, is don't fight change. When you fight it and resist it, it comes in stronger. What you resist persists. And so when we fight the change, when we fight trying to heal, it just takes longer and it comes in even stronger, and it's even more in our face. It's like, let go of your old self that no longer does any good for you. So there's parts of you that are ready to go and are starting to leave, and just be open to the new beauty and conscious awareness that you're coming into. Be open to the new love that's coming in. And sometimes it's like we don't even know how to be with this new person we are. That's how I was like, oh my gosh, who am I? This is so different of how I would have reacted even 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. So we're continually changing. We're creatures of change. So don't fight it. Allow it and just flow with it, and allow your heart to be open to all the beauty that is you. So that is all for tonight for Live at 5. I hope that resonated with you all. If you are in the area, please come and join me tonight, because we are going to do heated candlelight power flow yoga, and we are going to bring in some awesome new intentions. We're going to do a beautiful heart opening flow tonight, because we're going to send love out to our world for people that are hurting. And we are going to have a good time tonight. So if you can, come out tonight at 7 p.m. at the Wild Plum. And if you're not in the area, yes, you can join my new online membership site. And I just see Dominic logging on. Hi, Dom, who is my great web guy. So it is launched, everyone. I'm so excited. And for those of you that have already been on it and given me all this feedback, I love it. Thank you so much. So there's meditations on there. There's over 120 workouts that you can choose from. And there is yoga, Butoga, metabolic training, strength training. And then we have nutrition and recipes. And I'll be going live on there with all of you to be giving you some some workshop stuff like this. And so please join. Check out bootoga.com, BOOTOGA.com, and join our community. So have a beautiful Monday, everyone. If you missed the first part of this, please go back and listen. To me, it is very powerful because we're all feeling the energy. We're all feeling the heartache for those that are hurting in our world from this past week and the shooting. So please go back and listen. Let's be love and let's be light and just be with all that this week. Have a beautiful Monday. Bye-bye.